Washington State's Open Public Meetings Act became law through legislative action in 1971 because the people, not the government, should be in control of public information that affects them. That act has endured time and legal tests. It remains a vital link to your ability to access what your government is doing for you and to you, and to hold accountable for who work for you in the government arena. The preamble to this law reinforces its intent and purpose. The people of this state do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies which serve them. The people, in delegating authority, do not give their public servants the right to decide what is good for the people to know and what is not good for them to know. The people insist on remaining informed so they may maintain control over the instruments they have created. The Open Public Meetings Act assures your right to attend meetings of city councils, planning commissions, county commissions, port commissions, public utility commissions, mosquito abatement district commissions, drainage district commissions, college boards of trustees, school board directors, and a host of other entities covered by elected and appointed officers making decisions for you. These government entities must conduct business openly. Our state courts have emphasized that the purpose of the act is to allow the public to view the decision-making process at all stages. There are limits and exceptions, however, which we will detail in following segments. Here are some of the essential requirements of the act. Governing bodies cannot impose requirements limiting the public's attendance at meetings. You need not register your name, address, or any other personal information to attend. You may need to sign up to speak at a meeting of a governing body. Specifically, the Act requires governing bodies to adopt ordinances, resolutions, rules, regulations, orders, and directives in open meetings. Public meetings of governing units governed by the Act must publicly post date, time, and location of its regular meetings and serve notice to the public for any special meetings not part of a regular meeting agenda at least 24 hours in advance of such extra sessions. You may record a public meeting so long as that recording does not disrupt the orderly process of the meeting. Conduct of a public meeting is controlled by a presiding officer. Government entities covered by the Act must make minutes of such meetings available for public inspection in a timely manner. Any conversation by any means of a quorum of an entity covered by the Act is a meeting by definition, and the public must be allowed access. If the public is not included in such sessions, the entity and its members are in violation of the Act. Such conversations or discussions may include email exchanges, telephone calls, singular or serially, that involve a majority of members, or even social functions where a quorum chooses to discuss business related to the entity it serves. There are exemptions provided in the Act to open public meetings. Essentially, any governing body of an entity that makes rules and sets policy is covered by the Act. Executive sessions of such governing bodies may be closed to the public. However, such sessions are not required to be closed. These sessions must be part of a regular or special public meeting and are noted on an agenda for that meeting. The presiding officer must declare the purpose of the executive session and when it may conclude. Discussions by public governing entities regarding the sale, exchange, purchase, or lease of real property may, but are not required to be done out of public view. The reason for this exemption is that public discussion could alert persons involved with the property, such as owners or purchasers, the public agency's position on price and terms of such transactions. the exemption applies to other specific actions related to competitive economic transactions. Discussions of specific personnel matters, such as evaluating complaints against a public employee, or critical performance evaluation of public employees where disciplinary action may follow, may be closed. There are other personnel exemptions we'll discuss in the segment related to exemptions. However, any person who is a subject of the discussion may demand any discussions be conducted in a public meeting. Governing entities meeting with their own attorneys to discuss pending or threatened litigation are allowed to be closed to the public. Meetings of governing bodies where matters are discussed affecting national security are allowed to be closed to the public. Meetings dealing with business, occupational, or professional licensing and disciplinary actions related thereto may be closed to the public. Discussions involving labor management bargaining and contract negotiations are allowed to be closed to the public. While there are exemptions to open public meetings, nonetheless, all decisions must be made in public. Any secret deal has no legal standing, and each official who is party to a secret action may be fined up to $100 for his or her participation. The conduct of business by your public agencies' governing bodies must be open and accessible to you. It is your responsibility to keep your elected officers accountable. Subsegments of our Open Public Meeting Act scenario follow and are indexed at the left of this presentation. If you don't see what you need, contact us. The Coalition's staff is prepared to assist you in getting answers to your questions or to a referral to human resources who specialize in areas of your concern. We welcome your inquiries.